Hey May, good to see you. I'm David. I'm teamed up with AdOutreach. We help clients scale with YouTube ads, and we have our amazing client May here with us today. How are you doing today?
Hi, David. I'm good, thank you.
Awesome. Can you give just a super quick intro on who you are, what kind of business you have, what do you
Yep.
do?
Yeah. So my name's May. I have several businesses. The business that I came on to work with David and the Ad Outreach team and Alaric is a coaching business. It's called Creative Hive, and I sell a course called A Sale a Day Business System. And my audience are people who make things with their hands. They're makers, crafters, artists. They're creative people, and I help them get their handmade products online, and I teach them how to sell online.
Awesome. And what was your biggest marketing challenge before coming on to work with us?
Um, Scaling. I had wanted to grow my business more past a certain level, but I was stuck at that level for years. And like everything I did, nothing worked to get me past that. And I was doing only Facebook ads at the time. A lot of it, like 99% of my marketing was doing Facebook ads. So that was maybe a side effect
Had you
problem.
tried any YouTube ads at all? I think you were
I
trying a little bit or hired an agency or something, and
Yeah, I did try a little bit because I realized that, okay, if all of my eggs are in one basket with Facebook ads, it brings me a lot of anxiety. Anything happen with that, the whole show's over, right? So I met a YouTube ads freelancer. He kind of runs an agency, but it's really just him. And for about like 4 months, he helped me run my ads for me. And I mean, I like the guy. It was great. He
it just
and
didn't get you the results you were wanting, right?
exactly. At
Yeah,
the
you
end of the
hired an
day,
agency,
at
didn't
the end,
get,
yeah.
and
Yep.
at the time you also didn't, you knew Facebook ads, but you didn't really know YouTube ads, right? I mean, that's what I
Exactly. Yeah.
remember. I remember
That
talking with you quite
Yes.
back at the beginning.
Yes.
So
That was another problem was like I had no idea what he was doing,
you didn't know
if he
why it
was
wasn't
doing it
working.
right. I didn't know why it wasn't working. I didn't know
Yeah,
how to help him. Yeah.
right. And what do you feel has been your biggest breakthrough from working with us?
Um I think just having everything set up and learning, like having that empowerment of like I know how to do this. I know what ingredients are needed to make YouTube ads work well. And that's been such a gift for my business. Makes me sleep better at night, honestly.
Oh, that actually really means a lot to us, hearing that. What results have you seen specifically in terms of like I think you'd hit a new revenue record at one point. Like what have you seen in terms of growth there?
Um, so was able to scale my business, and I'd never done that before. I went from 30K a month in sales to 100K a month, and I've held steady. I was nervous. I was like, oh, is this like, one trick pony, or like it's just a fluke? Like it was only for that 1 month, but it's held steady at 100K. Some months I would maybe make 120. On the low end, it would be like 98,000. But for a month, like this was a whole new chapter for me, and I've spoken to some of the team where I'm like, I don't know what my next goal is. I've made it, like I have to like let me sit in it and think about and just feel like what this feels like. It was a totally new chapter in my life. Had never seen this much money before, basically. I didn't know what to do with myself and what that meant. Like it was a whole new world, basically. And that was really cool.
Amazing. And what
Yeah.
what impact has that had on the business or even you personally?
Oh gosh. The first thing that comes to mind, I always feel like the most important thing is making sure my students get results with what I teach them. Quality, right?
Yeah.
I'm not just gonna share stupid information with them and bye, figure out yourself. And so a lot of what I had always wanted to do was really improve the experience of my course, but I alone did not have the capabilities of doing that. And so I knew from the beginning, I needed to hire specialists to come on to help design my course so that more people would go through it and more people would see success with it.
Hmm.
And I wasn't able to do that when I was making 30K a month, because when you're making 30K a month, you're only taking home like 9,000. That's not enough
You
to
couldn't
pay.
reinvest in the business the way that you
Exactly.
wanted to, okay, to
Exactly.
serve your students at the level you wanted to. Yeah.
Exactly.
Or else it would have
Yeah.
eaten your whole profit. And then, yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes. Yes. So that's the first thing. And that's been a project that's been working already. And it's so amazing. And I cannot wait to like launch my 2.0 version of my course. Just basically making a bigger impact, a more impactful impact, and just contributing more, because now I have all these resources. Now I have these funds I can reinvest, as you said, back into the business. Um, yeah, that's such a big part of it. And like the only reason I do what I do, because if I really wasn't helping anyone, I wouldn't be doing any of this.
100%. We're the exact same way.
Yeah.
And what do you feel like has been the biggest in terms of working with AdOutreach and Alaric and our team? What do you feel like was the biggest kind of highlight or key factor that really made the difference for you?
I the biggest. There's so many great big things. Um, I think a lot of things are good. Let me just put that on the record. I think the biggest thing for me personally was the curriculum that you guys have built. And I can tell as a course creator myself that a lot of thought went behind designing the course and then the support behind that.
Right, because it's a hybrid model. There's sort of an online training part to it, and then there's like real experts, giving support, helping with scripting, getting in your ad
Yeah.
account, helping all of that. So it's kind of a
Yes.
whole.
Yeah. And even with the course itself, like your teaching, I thought what was really clever and what was very helpful for me was you taught, or Alaric teaches in his course, by doing, if that makes sense. It's not
Yeah,
just theory.
it's
It's like,
implementation.
yeah, like it's a lot of demonstrations. Let's do this right now. And that is so amazing. I don't have to figure things out by myself. I just follow
Right,
the
it's kind of
course.
like looking over Alaric's shoulder or something.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah,
And I think the part of the support where that comes in is where that's so important, is because everyone's got a different business and
right.
everyone's unique. And so getting that individualized support in the group coaching calls, that has been it's always been helpful. I always walk away with like, okay, this is what I need to do. And sometimes you guys even like help me like, can I turn this off right now? I'm like, yes, please just turn it off. Like, on the
Yeah,
fly. So that's
yeah,
been,
a lot of personalized, customized help because
yeah.
every business is different. And that's what we believe.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that really worked. And I think that's a big part of how I got to where I am now.
Awesome. Well, what would you say to somebody who's on the fence? They're thinking about possibly diving into YouTube ads, working with Alaric and AdOutreach, but maybe they're not sure. What would you say to that person?
I would say do it. I mean, duh. 'Cause
That's awesome.
it's a system. You guys have built a system where it's really hard to fail, in my opinion. I've looked at other YouTube ad coaching programs or courses, and I'm so glad I didn't sign up with any of those other ones, because I don't think, I mean, for one, like a lot of them also kind of seem sketch. So, and you guys, like,
Yeah.
a lot of you guys, like, I trust you guys. You're all really
Yeah.
friendly. And I really do feel like every time I talk to one of the coaches, it's like, you guys know me, you know my name, you know my ad account, you know my funnel, you know my course. Like, there's a lot of attention that I have been getting. So, like I said, you can't fail. If you already have a business that works, definitely sign up for AdOutreach. It's going to help you get to that next level.
Awesome. Well, really appreciate that, May. It's been an absolute honor and joy working with you, helping you scale up your business, and look forward to helping you reach your next goals.
Thank you.
Bye.
Okay, bye.